Of the block, Mr. Barsalou-Duval, you got the floor for 6 minutes.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Ma première question va être pour NAV Canada. Avant d'imposer unilatéralement une hausse de frais de 30% aux transporteurs en pleine pandémie, vous avez demandé une aide financière au gouvernement. J'aimerais savoir c'est quoi que le gouvernement vous a répondu.
So we've had multiple communications with the prior minister and maintain open lines of communications with the deputy minister and the minister's office. Certainly in those conversations, we continue to look for government aid, which at this point in time, as you're aware, we have not been provided with financial support and are looking to seek financial support from the government going forward, but to date, to no avail.
Merci. Avec les transporteurs aériens qui étaient déjà en sérieuse difficulté avec la pandémie, pensez-vous qu'il existait un pire moment pour eux de subir une augmentation de tarif de 30%?
Mr. Bond?
Well, certainly we understand that the rate increase was difficult, but it was a necessary decision. We exhausted all our options prior to increasing service charges, including assessing the CEWS program and achieving significant reductions with respect to capital and operating costs. And so this increase, in fact, could have been much higher prior to the reductions that we imposed and put into place. And unfortunately, we certainly understand and are acutely aware that our customers are facing their own challenges. We worked through to minimize the impact of a rate change as much as possible by using our debt capacity and our liquidity to support our customers. And I will note that in doing so, we're deferring payment of the increase, as I mentioned in my opening remarks, interest-free over a 5-year period.
Merci. Le 22 septembre, NAV Canada a annoncé qu'il allait mener des études afin d'évaluer les niveaux de services qui sont requis dans de nombreuses tours au Québec, dont Saint-Jean, Sept-Îles, Coupe-Jour-à-Pic, Blanc-Sablon, Natashquan. Puis on sait aussi que la tour de Rouyn-Noranda est menacée de fermeture de la part de NAV Canada depuis des années. Ce qu'on entend de notre côté, c'est que la volonté de NAV Canada, ce n'est pas d'examiner le niveau de service requis, mais de fermer les tours. Parce qu'avant même que les études aient été conclues, il semblerait que les contrôleurs de toutes les tours pour lesquelles des examens sont en cours auraient reçu des avis de licenciement. Pourtant, ça vous prend une autorisation ministérielle pour procéder. Alors, ma question pour vous, c'est premièrement, pourquoi court-circuiter vos propres règles et prendre des décisions majeures qui pourraient compromettre la sécurité et condamner les régions du Québec avant même d'avoir obtenu les autorisations ministérielles?
John?
So I certainly thank you for your question. There's a number of points that I would like to clarify. Certainly, our level of service studies or aeronautical studies have not yet been determined. It's a process that evaluates if alternate services levels are appropriate. We will be making recommendations following our stakeholder consultations that we believe are thorough. They're safety focused, and as I said, no recommendations have been made to date. You bring up the point that letters of layoff were issued to air traffic controllers. I want to clarify that as well. These letters were letters of vulnerability, which indicated that their jobs potentially could be at risk depending on the outcome of these studies. But in no way have these individuals been laid off at this point in time. They are still very much attached to a paycheck. They still very much continue to do the hard work that they've been doing within the communities that you mentioned and beyond, and will continue to do so until such time as the aeronautical studies are completed and submitted to Transport Canada. And so I just wanted to make sure that the committee was fully aware that these employees were declared vulnerable and have not been laid off.
Mr. Barsalou-Duval?
Merci. Vous comprendrez que de mon côté, je trouve ça un peu spécial comme discours parce que là, on nous dit que les contrôleurs ont savent que l'intention, c'est de les mettre à pied, mais doivent continuer à faire leur travail en sachant qu'ils vont perdre leur emploi peut-être dans quelques mois. Mais la décision n'est pas prise. Elle n'est pas prise, mais ils sont tous mis à pied, puis on ferme toutes les tours au Québec. Vous comprendrez qu'on soit très inquiet de notre côté. Et pourtant, alors que vous avez augmenté vos frais de 30 que vous coupez des centaines de postes et que vous pourriez mettre en tout cas la sécurité du transport en péril au pays selon ce que les contrôleurs aériens nous ont dit, vous auriez versé des millions de dollars en bonus et en prime de départ aux membres de votre haute direction. Pouvez-vous nous dire combien ont été versés dans la dernière année?
Mr. Bond?
Sure. So first, I will comment again on these letters. These notice letters are required by conventions of the collective agreement. And once the letters are issued, trigger certain rights, in fact, that employees have within that agreement. That includes giving them access to other positions at other locations in the event that the aeronautical study were to change the level of service and they would be impacted. With respect to management bonuses, I want to put this into the broader context, and I think it's important for the committee to understand that management, in fact, has been reduced by 20%. So we're 20% fewer managers than prior to the pandemic. But in addition to receiving these reduced bonuses that you refer to, and I do want to highlight that they have been significantly reduced from prior years. This is following management salary reductions and significant changes to the management pension plan on a go-forward basis. So management employees have been significantly impacted with respect to their numbers and have also been impacted in terms of their total compensation package in a fairly significant way.
Thank you, Mr. Bond. Thank you.